I really do like how some flicks can take on all sorts of things, including fairy tales and even fairy godmothers. And I just finished watching Godmothered, which is new on Disney Plus. But is this film a fun-filled experience worth getting a happily ever after, or does it just need to bite the fairy dust? Find out right now in this spoiler-free review. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the just now released Disney Plus fantasy comedy flick, Godmothered, directed by Sherry Maguire, starring Jillian Bell along with Isla Fisher. Now, I just finished watching this, and I'm going to have to tell you that this was just a blast. Anyway, the film starts out in a magical place called the Motherland, where fairy godmothers can train so that they can help people's wishes come true. Among them is the youngest and only fairy who is not elderly like everyone else, Eleanor Faye Bloomingbaum. Now that's a mouthful of a name. Well, apparently, let's see. Well, she gleefully commits to the craft despite not being very good at it, and the godmothers stay to a formula that may have grown bored with. True love, castle, etc. Anyway, Eleanor learns from another godmother that the school is to be shut down as nobody makes wishes anymore, and that they will have to learn to be tooth fairies instead. Determined, she checks the assignment room and discovers a letter from a 10-year-old girl named Mackenzie Walsh and decides to help her. With the aid of the oldest student, Agnes, who warns her that if she's found out, the school will shut down and worse, her powers will be stripped. Well, Eleanor ends up in the real world in Boston, and she finds, the person she's looking for, Mackenzie. But unfortunately, as it turns out, she's 30 years older than what she is in the picture that's shown with her letter. Oh dear, and she's a single mom who works at a failing television station that reports on puff pieces and stuff like that. Well, she manages to try to convince her that she's a fairy godmother by displaying her magic, and Mackenzie's forced to take her home with her two children, Mia and Jane, and her sister Paula. Well, Mackenzie's having trouble with raising the children, as Jane has social anxiety when it comes to singing, which she needs to do for her high school. And Eleanor is forced to sleep in the basement and comes to believe, based on a comment Mackenzie made, that her husband ran away. But she apparently manages to help out. But I gotta tell you, with the help of a raccoon, yeah, which that's really funny too, she apparently becomes a big star in the world of television, when she becomes a viral sensation. But I won't tell you how that turns out. You're just going to have to see the movie, okay? Enough said. But I gotta tell you, once Eleanor starts doing her magic, believe me, the fun begins. Especially when she's taking care of the kids, helping, Jane overcome her social anxiety and what have you. Oh wow, it's really something. You ought to check this out and what have you. Apparently, Eleanor convinces Mackenzie, that might make her fall in love with Hugh Prince, one of the people who works with her at the television station. But anyway, I just gotta tell you, this movie had so much fun. It was just a blast. This was the funniest film with a bit of a fairy tale take I had seen in a long time. I mean, I'd say I would easily compare this to Enchanted, except it doesn't involve an anime princess getting zapped into the real world. You know what I'm saying, folks? Of course, you know what I'm saying. I'll review Enchanted sometime down the road if I decide to revisit it, even though that's not on Disney Plus yet. But even so, I do like this, and let's see. Rachel Portman actually did a pretty good job with the score, and it also had some really good songs in it, and including a few good holiday tunes, including Perry Como singing "It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas." It even had my favorite version of Sleigh Riding, and even of course that was the Ronettes version, which is easily my favorite version of Sleigh Riding. Don't get me wrong, but anyway, I love this. I thought the story was good. Was good in ways. The movie was absolutely a blast, and the cast was good. I liked Jillian Bell, who played Eleanor. Isla Fisher playing Mackenzie. Let's see. Okay, we had Jane Curran in this as Moira, the head mistress of the Motherland. Let's see. Mary Elizabeth Ellis, who plays Paula. And let's see. Jillian Shea Spader, who played Jane. Which actually she performed a couple of songs in the end credits to the movie, which that's really cool. And Willa Sky as Mia. Also, I liked Santiago Cabrera as Hugh Prince. Oh yeah, and there was Artemis Pabdani as Duff, Hugh's sarcastic camera woman, who's absolutely funny as well. I will say that Godmothered was absolutely fun-filled. It was amazing with all that magic and all that jazz. I loved it. Would I recommend Godmothered? You better believe it. Trust me, if you liked Enchanted, I think you'll love Godmothered. This made me laugh my head off in various parts. So all I gotta say is it's got great characters, a great cast, story, music, etc., 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 etc. So anyway, for my score of Godmothered, I'm going to be giving it 5 stars. And of course, on a scale of 1 to 10, this easily gets a 10. Because if I give a film 5 stars, it gets a 10 instantly in the story. So if you've seen Godmothered on Disney Plus, tell me what you thought about it in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And please excuse me, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, join me next time when I bring to you a review of a Disney classic with an actual fairy godmother. It's gonna be Cinderella, the original animated classic, which had its anniversary earlier this year. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and if you like this, you might want to check out some of these other fun-filled flicks. I'm gonna go and present in the upper left-hand corner my review and most viewed video for this month so far, already with 30 big views, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. If you want more Christmassy fun, because this film has some Christmassy fun, Godmother did, go to the upper right-hand corner for my review of Noel from last year, and I reviewed that back in July for a little Christmas in July fun bit. Or if you just want some more Christmas with a little twist in it, go to the bottom left-hand corner for my recent review of the Hallmark Channel movie Christmas at Cartwright's. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.